So this is just to show the mic price, February, is real. And anybody that does not think that bone is not real, it's not the only one I have. It's not the only SD card I have. Not the only emails I still have hard copies of. So keep that in mind. I have bones and SD cards all the way back to 2016, 2017, 2018, and when I was let go, 2019, and even before that. I've got the hard copies, the SD cards, the hard copies within my phone, and emails. That phone, as you can see right there, is more than just a couple texts. This phone is the same phone I told Michael Aushbrooke and others that I had. Michael Curtis is who you were seeing talking to right there. I still have conversations with my ex-girlfriend, who it seemed rather weird. I started noticing her meth dealing friends and friends that she was wanting to go to get a prison sentence, go to jail, to help, that were coming around. And I could see conversations where right before Delphi, right after Delphi, she was going MIA for days on end. And when I start looking nowadays, I'm starting to wonder really why. Her and her friends that go back to multiple cases. And if you had any clue how this ex treated me, I may have been homeless, but when you're getting treated like you're less than a human being, a dog, middle of the winter, and you're sitting out in a breaking down wooden shed with holes while she's pregnant with another man's child I helped raise. But her friends and dealers that are good friends with hers, I found this out, along with her family being lifetime board members of Milwaukee Iron. Their affiliations to other motorcycle clubs. The cartel drug network there in Kokomo. The human trafficking, the sex trafficking, the drug trafficking, the money laundering. Thanks to her family being lifetime board members, I got to see what was going on in Milwaukee Iron. Mobile ground shakers that had board members that are like Ricardo Espinoza, aka Ricky Twist Espinoza. Mobile ground shakers. So the motorcycle clubs have already been working for years, including Sun City, originated in Gary, have been moving that cartel's drugs for years. And it was shocking. When my ex and her mom would want weed, they'd go to meth, narcotic dealer, having residue and baggies bagged up of meth and other narcotics laying right next to their weed that they're going to go home and smoke around their children. Laced weed that was sitting right next to meth, coke, and whatever else, fentanyl, whatever is being chopped up and weighed on that table. It's a difference. There's a white and black couple. We got weed off. That's all they dealt with. So I thought. until she got picked up with narcotics and weed. Weed for the years now have kept me where I have not been taking any narcotics. Even to this day, I don't care how much pain I am in. I'd rather smoke than I would take narcotics. That was my addiction of choice for years. After I've got out of service, going nowhere in life, so it felt. But that cell phone, the contents within it, and the SD cards and the hard copies I have of the who, what, when, where, and why that had the FBI, Joint Terrorism Task Force, they're in Delphi. The original Odin report. Tears, Hellhounds, Norse and Pagan Kindred of Indiana. The hard copies of those conversations, the emails with Hound Dog. Oh yeah, it was Agent Michael Curtis's email address that he and me would use on a regular. I still have all my hard copies. I promised there was fireworks coming in July, federally. But I'm going to warn you now. It's never been about money, but is it going to take me having to do a federal lawsuit as a federal witness turned federal living victim, allowed to become a federal living victim by the FBI? Agent Michael Curtis lies, disregard, negligence, while being an active informant for the FBI. I was allowed to be victimized by individuals that were already involved with one missing and murdered case.